Red. See?
It's coming now.
How far are you from it?
Uh-oh.
All right. I've been working on, over the last few years, a lot of combative skills and understanding motion and understanding telegraphing motion. For many, many years, we've used a front kick. And every time you use that front kick, this knee comes up. Every time. This knee comes up, what's he going to do? Every time this knee comes up, he's going to do something. He's not going to stand there and let me kick him. There's no way he's going to stand there and let me kick him. No matter how fast I do that, he knows it's coming. Because this gives it away. That knee gives it away. Every time it comes up through the center, he's going to do something to take care of this knee. So, to eliminate that, I've been working with Wing Chun people a lot. So, their kick comes in low. The knee doesn't rise. It works off with the motion. Boom. And one of the real good things about it is that economy of motion of using your longest weapon first. Okay? I'm not going to use my hands first. I can't reach him from here. He's outside my reach. But it's not outside my foot's reach. My leg's reach. And with that shadow type kick that I call it a shadow kick because you can't see it, it comes from the shadows. I break this distance, and he doesn't see it coming because it's underneath his defensive, underneath the arms. Anything below, you don't really see it until it penetrates that vision, that visual spectrum. That's why I don't use the front kick anymore as much as I used to in the old days. I use that shadow kick to cover that ground. So, economy of motion. I'm going to go ahead and, after I break this distance, attack through the center. And one of the real main things about using the shadow kick instead of a traditional front kick is that I can just keep on going through his body. It's part of my step. Ooh. So, and it's basically fire. A lot of the forward motions, or I call it linear attack, because I've changed all of the traditional Japanese stuff from earth, fire, water, air to fixed position, which is earth, linear position combat, which is fire, and angular position combat, which is water, because water moves, you move that through, and circular position combat, which is air. So, real quick, I can demonstrate so that I'll make it very, very fast. Go ahead, grab. Okay. Now, with fixed position combat, we don't have to move, and I love coming underneath the bridge. Okay. That's the other thing, is that I try to get my students to go underneath the bridge rather than over the bridge. Because when I go over the bridge, he sees what I'm doing. Okay? He sees everything, and then he can react. He can do something more. So if I come underneath the bridge, I don't have to go anywhere. I'm still in fixed position, but I took care of the guy. With linear position combat, which is fire, I can just do the same thing, gaining control of his body, okay, by going through his body. Linear position, fire, okay. With angular position combat, which is just water, I'll do the exact same thing. I'm going to step to the side, keeping track of his body, and I'm always upright. You got to make sure that you pass on that knowledge to your students of always keeping upright. Don't get in the habit of gloating over your student, to teach them not to gloat, or, because then he'll pull you down with it. And finally, with circular position combat, is just simply coming straight through with his body. Okay? I'm still upright. I'm not, I came down with him so that'd be nice and wouldn't apply too much damage to his body, but circular position combat. So, and all of it stemmed from going up underneath his bridge. because we have, just one at a time. Of course, with bridge theory, we have over the bridge, we've got under the bridge, we've got beside the bridge, and we've got through the bridge. Okay? And it's real simple stuff. Real simple. So, one of the techniques that I really like to use, and we'll go ahead and grab a knife now. I'm going to borrow yours though. It looks flashier.
Sexier.
Is, since we got not a whole lot of time, a lot more guys to go. So if I'm being thrust upon, okay, I'm going to taisavaki, I'm going to get out of the way of the blade. Okay? I'm going to lift this arm up. So we got you from the outside. If I wasn't such a nice guy, I can make him put the knife wherever I want to put it. And one more thing before I turn it over. I have a set of movements of 7 wrist movements that I teach my students so that they can understand how to change from one wrist manipulation to the next. So if he throws his punch, okay, I've got kurigashi, okay, or supplementing, rotational, okay. I've got adduction, okay. That's just regular adduction. I've got under adduction where I put the wrist torqued in through this position, okay. I've got pronating, and I've got hyperflexing, which is this, and hyperextending, which is this. He doesn't mind that as much. He didn't like the other one as much. But I teach them that so that they start to understand how to handle the hand from one position to the next, instead of just staying stagnant with one throw. But that's what I've been working on and teaching my students. So that in a nutshell.
That's